On today's show, we take a look at some very intriguing news around the league that I think could potentially have an effect on the Sixers in the near future. Also, I leave you with a very hot, spicy take and a whole lot more. Let's go.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome back on into the show. Like always, if you do enjoy the content, please take a second, drop a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. Help me, continue this vision of becoming a full-time content creator. Hit the subscribe if you're new. We are almost at the 15K milestone. I appreciate everybody who is supporting the journey. Hit that bell so you get all the notifications anytime we drop content. Today, we are going to look at some interesting NBA news as the Sixers are on the second day of a rest before they go on a tough West Coast trip, a desperately needed rest day. This team is still trying to get healthy, and we are dropping a lot of games. It's a very tough circumstance, to be honest, but tomorrow we have the Utah Jazz, and I do want to say, for those who tune in during my play-by-play live streams, for the next 4 or 5 games, every game I believe is at 9 or 10 p.m., so I'm not sure how many we will be doing, but either way, we'll have videos the next day, content, whatever. We may even be able to do some, so I will keep you updated on that. But anyway, getting right into today, before we take a look at the main topic of the video, today was the official drop of the Sixers City Edition merchandise for this year. There's the Joel Embiid jersey. That's really beautiful in my eyes. I definitely wanted that. And in addition to that, probably my favorite piece of merch here, the Sixers City Edition hoodie for this year. Look at it, man. The brotherly love right on the sleeve. I got the one last year with the snake. This is an instant cop. Let me know down below in the comment section if you were able to cop any of the merch if you wanted to. And, let me know what you think of this. Is it a yes or no? What do you think? Let me know down below. You may have noticed I said wanted. Why? Because you fiends, you rabid animals. I know what you did. You set your alarm, your timer. You literally had 5 computer screens up at once. And as soon as it went on sale, boom. You guys went crazy. Literally, I was getting ready to buy this stuff, and in 20 to 30 minutes, it was all gone. It was literally all gone. I'm going to have to wait out for the next drop. I did not expect it to go like that. The only piece of merch that is still available, actually, is a 2-5 City Edition jersey. Now, why they did that, I have no stinking clue. They should have had a Tyrese Maxey or a Curry jersey or whatever, but really? I don't know what they were thinking with that one. But anyway, let me know down below. I'm just messing with you guys. Let me know if you were able to cop some of the merch, and let me know what you think. I think it's really good. I do think it's really good. But one more thing before we get into the main topic of the video. So actually, it's a good thing we did this a little later on today. Just a little while ago, this picture was surfacing around Twitter. That is the man of the hour, our favorite person, right? Casual run-in at St. Joe's. Now, I don't know if this is confirmed, if this is legit, but I mean, it looks pretty legit, right? I mean, look at him. Look at the guy. Honestly, he looks half asleep. This is the kind of outfit you wear when you're going to class after waking up 20 minutes before it starts. This is the type of fit you wear when you know you're about to bomb an exam and you're just going to go in there, scratch off whatever, and leave. Nah, but look at him, man. Like, I don't know, man. I guess that's his bodyguard in the back or one of his security members. He's got to roll with security. But apparently, according to, look, this isn't me confirming it. Apparently 2-5 is at St. Joe's watching a basketball game. So, shout out to him. Do whatever you need to make you feel better, I guess. But that's a good segue into what we need to talk about. And that is this report that came out today. So essentially, Shams put out an article talking about the Sacramento Kings, where they are at right now. They're 5-8, sitting outside of the playoff picture in the West. And essentially he said that Luke Walton, his job is likely to be up in the air if their downslide continues. And, the Kings are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak heading into Monday's game at Detroit. And here was a quote from the article exactly. Shams says, De'Aaron Fox's comfort level in the starting lineup with second-year guard Tyrese Haliburton is, it would seem, fast becoming an early concern. Now, you know what I think about Shams. If you haven't listened to my content in the last little while, I think Shams is running an agenda for Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. I came to that conclusion last week after he came out during the middle of a Sixers game and put out that insane report and the way he was talking about Rich and 2-5 and pretty much kind of siding with them in a way, I've come to the conclusion, maybe it's not the popular opinion, but he's definitely running an agenda just like some of these other guys are, NBA writers, influencers, because of the name brand, like, Brian Windhorst and stuff. These guys, you can see it clear as day, are siding with who. And Shams has joined that. So I'm not even going to take this at face value. But what I have done now is think about this in a more complex manner. Like, let's think about this critically for a second. I think, and maybe this is a reach. Look, this is the home of the hottest takes for a reason. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know if I'm reaching here. This is a way for Shams and to help Rich Paul and help Clutch Sports get 2-5 out of Philadelphia and get him to Sacramento. You want my hot take? You want my guess? Look, there's no sources of this. There's no confirmation or anything like that. This is just me coming from my opinion. I'm going to say 2-5 ends up as a Sacramento King before the trade deadline. Now, if you remember months ago, Daryl Morey was in talks with the Kings. They were definitely one of the potential suitors. And essentially, Daryl Morey wanted De'Aaron Fox or Tyrese Haliburton on the table, and the Kings said no. They hung up, and that was that. However, you might be asking me, oh, well, why would Shams try to help out the Sixers? No. Think about it from this route. Let's think about this for 1 second, okay? Shams puts out an article about the Sacramento Kings. And look, I know Kings fans are going to fly into this video and say, oh, we're not giving you this and that, this and that. I understand, okay? The Kings have a lot of talent. They have a lot of talented young guards. But you know what? I have to keep it real if you won't yourself. The Kings stink. They're a bad franchise, and they never go anywhere with their talent. I mean, shoot, Marvin Bagley's sitting on the bench. He's not even playing anymore. Buddy Hield's coming off the bench. Like, let me tell you something, okay? The Kings have 4 really young, or pretty young, talented guards, okay? And they need to make something happen. The Kings are the type of franchise, they're not going to attract anybody. They need to make a splash. We know that 2-5 has this huge desire for California. It's where he's always wanted to be. And Sacramento, bringing in a forward like that to kind of complement some of those guards, it'd probably be a good position for his career. The Sixers could use one, maybe 2 of those guards. It would probably be a great swap. And if there is any validity to that, because again, I don't believe Shams, but if there is any validity to De'Aaron Fox being upset with the lineup or how they're kind of using guys, who knows, right? Who knows what could happen? I'm going to go out here with, on a limb and say that this is a way for Shams to help Rich Paul and Clutch Sports get 2-5 out of here and get him to his preferred destination of California. It makes sense. Who cares? They don't care about helping the Sixers. I'm talking about just in terms of 2-5. Like, because, as soon as Daryl Morey or anybody else hears this article, what is he going to do? He's going to call up the Kings GM. Hey, well, I heard you're struggling. I heard you're having some some guys who may not be as interested. Yo, let's talk business again. Let's get into this. You want to get to a place where your fans, if they're not already, haven't jumped off the ship, which I don't know how you have if you're a Kings fan, because if I was a Kings fan, I'd probably be watching croquet as my primary sport at this point. But anyway, nonetheless, my hot take, my prediction is that 2-5 ends up as a Sacramento King because Brogdon's off the table. These other guys, they don't seem like they're going to leave. The Wizards are on the top of the East. The Kings seem like that one destination, and I could really see them coming back into the mix. But let me know what you think about that down below. I would entertain a lot of different players or packages from the Kings, in my opinion, and I could see them being a type of franchise to make a splash. Lastly, I want to discuss the injury report for tomorrow. Like I said, Sixers start a tough stretch. We have like 4 to 5 games in a row on the West Coast late at night, and we're still not going to be healthy to start that stretch tomorrow. Danny Green has been listed as out, obviously re-aggravated the hamstring. Joel is still out. Matisse Thybulle, obviously 2-5. Grant Ryler. So the Sixers are going to be shorthanded again. It's tough, man. We're on a bad losing streak, but it's not our fault, but we still should have at least probably won 1 or 2 of these games. So we got to get back on track. Let's hope that these guys can rally together and get something going because, sooner or later, we're probably going to end up making a trade. And it would be nice to kind of get back in that groove again with our chemistry and our guys and, just really get back in the swing of things. And a lot of these guys have been showing potential. So I want to step up do it again and, you know, get back on our winning groove here. And then if we go and make a splash on top of that, that would be amazing. But those are just my thoughts. I want to hear from you. Let me know down below. Also, give me some thoughts on what kinds of content you want to see. Do you want to see post-game vids this week or videos the next day? Give me all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Like always, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.